Good morning, Kipsters. I cannot believe that it is already Thursday. Another week of learning online is already all done. Hold on. Wait, tomorrow's Friday? That means all your work has to be almost done. Did you read, record, take the quiz for 4 Raz Kids assignments? Did you complete your 3 IXL teacher recommended skills? Did you watch all the YouTube videos? And have you practiced your sight words for the week? If you have, give me a silent thumbs up. Say, yeah, I got that. Okay. And it is time for our message of the day because this week has been super special in morning mess and morning meeting because we've been learning about, I know it's kind of hard to see it when we're looking at the screen what Miss Grosheim's doing. It looks like I'm dancing or getting ready to get in a fight, but I'm pretending to be flying because we're flying into first grade. You got it. Let's see what our message of the day is today. And maybe we're even going to hear from some more special visitor teachers because that's been really cool this week that we've had so many visitors. Oh my goodness, I did forget our message of the day here. Put your roofs up. It's time for our message of the day. Hey, hey. Get ready. Good morning, future first graders. Hey, that's us. Say, I can't wait for first grade. What does first grade quality work look like? I'm going to read it again, scooping so I don't sound like a robot. What does first grade quality work look like? This time I'm going to scoop the whole sentence. What does first grade quality work look like? What does first grade quality work look like? Oh, so as we start to think about flying into first grade, work that you're going to do in first grade might look kind of different than the work you turn in kindergarten. Because first graders, that work looks, there's some things about the work that like is a little bit different. You got to really step up your game. So when you're in first grade quality work, so work that your teacher is going to be like, yes, good job. In first grade, you always have to write your first name and your last name at the top of your paper. You don't need to wait for a teacher to come around and say, wait, you didn't write your last name. You always write your first and your last name. Your first and your last name. Say, check, I got that. Oh, the second one says neat writing. We got to make sure we stay on the line. We take our time to have really nice and neat handwriting. And we do our best not to write any letters or numbers backwards anymore because like that's for kindergarten and that's for preschool. We want to write all our letters the right way. This is 100% complete. That means I always try my best for the entire work block. I don't just like sloppy finish and be like, I'm done. I have to do my best and finish everything. But there's all this white space. I couldn't really think of any other criteria for first grade quality work. So we have 2 teachers to talk to us today about what first grade great work looks like. What does great work look like when we're in first grade? So today we're going to hear from Miss Leiby and Miss Saranovic because this week we already heard from Miss Catlett on Monday. She came to talk to us about flying into first grade. Then on Tuesday we have Miss Jones and we have Miss Stuckey talking to us about the ways that first grade is the same. Then yesterday we heard from Miss Jameson and Miss Bloom telling us ways that first grade is going to be different. Today, Miss Leiby and Miss Saranovic are going to tell us about what great work looks like in first grade. So I want you to lock in while you're listening. What does great work look like in first grade? Say good morning, Miss Leiby.
Hey Kipsters, I am so excited to talk to you about flying into first grade today. There are some things that you have to know though about doing first grade work. Because first grade, you gotta step it up a little bit. So number one thing I'm going to tell you is that when you're in first grade, you always, always, always have to make sure you have your name on your paper. Because there's going to be one teacher and then all of you. And the teacher can't be looking at everybody's paper and be like, make sure you write your name. You just got to do it. So first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to write my name. Ms. Leiby. There was even one time when Miss Schwartz was telling me about how she was grading papers, and she had a couple of papers that didn't have names on them, and she didn't know whose they were. And so instead of being able to give them an A+, she had to give them an F. They got a big fat 0 because they didn't write their names on their papers, and she couldn't tell from their numbers. So make sure you always write your name on your paper. 2 is you always show your thinking, you show your work, especially in math. So if I'm solving the problem 17 plus 3, I'm not just gonna go and write some number. I have to show what I'm thinking so that my teacher knows. That's what first graders do. So if I have 17, I'm gonna draw a 10 stick and then 7 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I've got my 3 ones. 1, 2, 3. So showing my work just like you do in CGI, just like we've practiced in Eureka, always showing your work next year. And the teacher shouldn't remind you, you just know that you do it. So then I can go ahead and I can either group these together or count on. So I've got 17, 18, 19, 20. So my answer is 20. All right. Kipsters, I know you're going to be ready to fly into first grade. Just remember these 2 things for your work. Always, always, always write your name on your paper so your teacher knows it's you. And make sure you show your thinking. Awesome. Can't wait to see you flying into first grade.
Say thanks, Miss Leiby. So Miss Leiby just gave us 2 really important tips. She said, always write your name because you only have one teacher. So your teacher doesn't have time to be like, put your name on your paper. Write your first and your last name on your paper. They're going to be too busy with 30 Kipsters and only one teacher. So we got to write our name. Miss Leiby also, what was the second thing she told us? We have to show, we always have to show our work. So even if I think I know the answer, I need to show my thinking and show my work so my teachers can see what knowledge I have in my brain. Let's see what Miss Saranovic has to tell us. See, good morning, Miss Saranovic. Let's see what Miss Saranovic is going to tell us about going into first grade and first grade quality work.
Hey, Kipsters. I heard that you guys are getting ready to be in first grade. And your teachers keep saying things like first grade ready. But what does that even mean? I am here to tell you. A first grade ready friend listens the first time, every time, to their teachers, to their parents, to their principal, to their aunts and uncles, to anybody. A first grade ready friend is gonna work so hard to do their work independently. That means by themselves. And even when the work gets tricky, a first grade ready friend doesn't give up. They keep trying. The last thing I want to tell you about first grade ready friends is that they read a lot. They don't just read 1 book a day. They want to become the best readers they can be, and they read books all day long. And even if they get to tricky words, they keep trying so they can be the greatest readers. You Kipsters are going to be so ready for first grade if you work hard, if you keep trying, if you read, and if you are listening to the adults around you. I hope to see you soon. We love you. Bye, Kipsters.
Say bye, Miss Saranovic. So Miss Saranovic just told us some other ways, other really important things about being in first grade. She said we have to do our work independently. Independently. You clap it. Independently. That means I have to do it by myself. I have to do it. She also told us that we have to follow directions the first time, every time, and never give up. That never giving up piece is really important for making great first grade quality work. So even if something's really tricky, I have to remember to have a growth mindset and be like, wait, I just don't know how to do this yet. I'm still going to keep trying my best to show my work, to have nice handwriting, and to finish my work all the way. So Miss Saranovic and Miss Leiby are helping us learn how we can fly into first grade, how we can fly into first grade. So we've been seeing every day this week in morning meetings some Kipsters who are already showing that they're ready to fly into first grade. When we've been learning at home, they've been super focused on completing all their work every week. We saw some bison. We saw some Spartans. We saw some bulldogs. And now it's time to see some huskies. Yes, 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 yes. I can't wait to see what huskies are already ready to fly into first grade. Say, whoop, 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 whoop. Bark like a dog. Say, whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, and don't forget, when we see these friends, we're going to say, fly, blah, blah, fly. You try it, fly, blah, blah, fly. And while you're doing that, you can even show me your best superhero moves, showing me how you would fly. Okay, let's see who's up first. Give me a drum roll. Oh, Elijah Brown. Say, fly, Elijah, fly. Your turn. Say, fly, London, fly. Your turn. London and Elijah already flying into first grade. Say, fly, Thomas, fly. Your turn. Say, fly, Naomi, fly. Your turn. Say, fly, Josiah, fly. Your turn. Oh, say, fly, Caleb, fly. Your turn. These Kipsters are already flying into first grade. So today, make sure you're practicing your sight words and working extra hard because your teachers can't wait to see you tomorrow on our Friday calls. Have an excellent day learning online. Your teachers love you and miss you. Bye, Kipsters. Bye, future first graders. See you later.